Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Grossbullen and welcome to the JesseAF show. Today is Monday, April 8th, 2019, episode 57 of my daily podcast. Yeah, that's right, daily. That means every single day I'll be posting a new episode, so please check in tomorrow for my next episode. I'm on Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, so if you have any of those platforms, please consider subscribing. That way you get notifications for whenever I post a new episode. Today I'm going to be talking about something interesting. Something that I've always had a problem with, and it keeps me up at night. It keeps me really up late at night, and it sucks. Because all the time I have problems with ideas buzzing through my head, and it really does suck. Because I try to get into the mindset where I'm like, okay, need to clear my mind, need to be completely vacant up here. That way I just fall asleep. And I try, and I try, and I try, and it just does not work. Sure, I try and listen to music, try and get that out of my head by listening to music and focusing on the music and just the instruments and all that stuff. And sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Sometimes that music even enhances my thinking, and I just go nuts thinking about all these different things, and it's like, man, I just need a time during the middle of the day, just maybe like an hour, maybe 2 hours, where I just think about different things that are going on, different things I could do, and that way I just kind of get all that stuff out of my head. That way, I just clear my mind. Maybe that should be like the hour or two leading up to going to sleep. Maybe instead of like, well, since I try and go to sleep by like 8 or get to bed around 8 o'clock, maybe what I should do is from maybe 6 to 8, I just think about all the different things I've done during the day, and I just have that moment to myself, and I just think about everything, and like, what can I do next with my time? What can I do with my podcast? What can I do with my new things? What am I going to do next? And it's really a problem just thinking about all this stuff, because I get dark space and absolute quiet or music that enhances my imagination and my creativity. And it's literally meditation time. It's like, I want to go to sleep, but I have all these ideas, and they're just throwing me off. I cannot fall asleep, because all I can do is just think about all these ideas, and it'll keep me up. And keeping me up is not a good thing. I have to get my sleep. I have to get good sleep. That way I can be ready for my day. That way I can be ready for driving the kids to school and all that stuff. And when all these ideas are just buzzing around up here, it's just so difficult. So I think what I'm going to be doing in the coming days, this week, I'll try really hard to do this, but I'm just going to take that like 2 hours, and I'm just going to get into a quiet spot and just try and clear my mind. But I'm just going to not do anything for those 2 hours. I'm just going to maybe sit in my car. I don't know, because my car is my quiet space. I can just do literally nothing in my car, because there's nothing to distract me in my car. I don't have my computer in my car. I don't have Sudoku puzzles in my car. I don't have anything that'll distract me, besides my phone, of course. But the point is, I have to put that away, and I have to be like, what do I do? What do I think about? What's next for me? And I think that's a problem with everybody. You know, we always have all these ideas that we're just going through our mind. Maybe it's your kid at school and they're doing bad at math or something, and you're just thinking about it. It's like, what can I do to help my kid with their math? You know, what can I do to help my brother do better at this or that? And it's like, we all have these problems, and we just get into this problem-solving mindset when we have time to ourselves, when we just do nothing, and that's bedtime. And it just completely throws you off. It's like, I'm ready for bed. I get ready for bed, brush my teeth, whole 9 yards, and I get to bed. I'm ready. Lights are off. I lay down. Million ideas just buzzing right through, and it's just noise, and you can't get rid of those noises in your head, and you're like, so many ideas. I don't know if it's me or it's just me, but I know more people than just me have to be dealing with this, because I was actually talking to my grandpa about this. He actually goes through the same exact problem. He just always has all these ideas. Oh man, I had to do this today, or I'm going to do that tomorrow, and it's nuts. It drives you crazy, because you just end up staying up all night thinking about all these different things. And it's like, not good, because you have to do work, you have to get back to work in the morning, and you're like, weekend was great, I had a lot of time off, I got to go on walks, great, wonderful, got to experience some nature, got to throw my energy into a weird place where I'm just tired, and then I eat a lot, and then I'm tired again, yeah, all this stuff, and then all these ideas just burst in. So my idea is just, I have to meditate. I have to have those 2 hours of meditation every single night. Maybe every single night I'm doing those 2 hours. Maybe every single night I might be alternating. 1 hour this night, 2 hours that night. Who knows? Whatever's on my mind. If it was a really tough day and a lot of stuff happened, maybe I need 2 hours. Maybe I need 3 hours. I don't know. But I hope this doesn't backfire and just turns into more of like a 5-hour night of just thinking about different things, because I'm like that. I literally come up with all these different random things all the time whenever I have time to myself. And it's crazy, because it's good for my creativity, but at the same time it's like, well, it's great and all, but guess what? I'm not falling asleep. And I feel like that's what I've been through my whole life. Just staying up all night, every night. Just not going to sleep until maybe 5 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Sun's just coming up. Now I'll go to sleep. It's a little late. I think so. I'll go to sleep. I wake up around 5, 4, maybe 3 in the afternoon. It's like, I wasted my day. Of course I did. And I dealt with that growing up. And it's nuts thinking about it, because it's really a problem of mine. I just always have all these ideas. My mind is always working. It's always on fire. It's just giving me great ideas all the time. And I just have to take that time. I feel like I have to take that time out to just think about everything. And like literally last night, so I have an idea. I'm actually really, really happy about this idea. I might actually start, I will start another podcast kind of thing. But this podcast is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be my stories. So I'm going to come up with different stories every single maybe week. And I'll have a story a week kind of thing. I literally came up with like 10 stories last night with interesting ideas. And they're all different. Absolutely different. But I really like that idea, because I'm going to be able to express myself, and I'll be able to get my ideas out. And maybe I'm going to be able to, I don't know, maybe start an Audible, like putting books out on Audible. Who knows? That would be cool. That would be really fun, but that's the future. And that's kind of one of my plans I'm working on right now. I just have to make sure that I'm all set and I have the right stuff going on and I have the right mindset and everything's written out correctly. That way I can just speak it. Maybe I'm just going to speak it without writing it out. I have to figure that out. But yeah, I hope you guys will be interested in hearing those stories in the future. I know I'm really interested in it. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I know I enjoyed talking about all this crazy stuff going through my mind all the time because it's really a problem, but I have to conquer these problems. I have to go through all these scenarios of what would be better to do, what would not be better to do. Life. That's just life. And growing up, you're becoming an adult, and all this stuff is happening, and you just have to think about different ways to do things, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just going through life. I'm trying to find the best way to do everything that I do every single day. That way, I have a good system. That way, I'm just more productive. That way, I just have more energy. I am going to be working out every single day. Today, I'm going to be going on a walk maybe in the afternoon. Maybe tonight, I'm going to go on a walk. I don't know. I really don't know, but I know it's going to be nicer out this afternoon, so I'm going to be doing that. I might even push this podcast out even further into the day. Maybe this podcast will be like a 5 o'clock podcast. So I'm thinking about that too, because I have ideas during the day. And when I have ideas, I lose them overnight, and I'm like, what was I going to say? I don't know. So I think I might be doing this podcast every single day at 5 o'clock. That's Eastern time. That's New York City and all that, East Coast kind of time. And, yeah, I'm going to be figuring that out. I might be doing that. I might not. I really like this idea of posting it every day at 12, but at the same time, I do a lot in the morning, and working out in the morning is really good for you. It gets your blood pumping for the day. It gets your ideas coming through, and I think that would be a good idea to just work out every single morning and then do the podcast later on in the day. I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe I should record a day in advance. I've been trying to do that, but it's at the same time a little bit difficult just because I like doing it all on the day that I post it, just because it feels more like a daily podcast that way instead of like a next day kind of podcast, because that kind of feels weird to me. But anyway, I will end this episode here. I know I already tried to end this episode, but ideas just keep buzzing through my head. I just keep talking. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great day.